I bit my lip 3 days ago, and since then, because it like swollen up and it's been drying out really quickly, I've been in the exact same place 3 times. Anyway, we're back to Need for Speed Underground 2 because it's 4:15 and it's already dark out. So I thought, what better time to play a game where it's always nighttime? If I hurry up and get this game done by spring, maybe I can play Need for Speed Most Wanted through the summer, and then when it turns winter again, I'll be on Carbon where it's always nighttime, and then I'll finish Carbon in about 5 minutes because it's a really short game. That's the plan. So we got to get a move on with this game because we're still only on stage 2, and hitting vans like that isn't going to help me out. Actually, to tell you the truth, and I can't remember if I talked about this before or not, but I actually did shell out a $5 and I bought... Shit, fuck that up. No, don't bother going through it that way, it doesn't work. Only works the other way from what I remember, going through it sideways. Yeah, I shelled out a $5 to buy Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PS2 because my laptop isn't strong enough to record anything more recent than the PS2/Xbox 360. So, you know, my 360 copies of Most Wanted and Carbon won't work. But it turns out that my PS2 copy of Most Wanted wouldn't work either. And I can't find the receipt for it fucking anywhere, so I can't take it back to see if they can give me another disc or whatever. Which is bullshit. I need to take more care of my shit. I was like, because now I'm going to have to shell out another £5 if I want to play it, which I do. So, you know, things have been rough. I've hit a rough patch of life, as you can tell. And that's manifesting itself in my one thing that I do, which is collect PS2 and Xbox racing games. I've had my balls bitten off, essentially, is what's happened there. Every day is just another step closer to my eventual, you know, rampage in a shopping centre where I managed to shotgun about 2 people before failing to even take myself out and then spending the rest of my life in prison. And this is just one more step pushing me closer to the edge. Tell you what I found out last night. My phone, which I complain about all the time, I might as well complain about now as well. I need to stop using third person view, you can't see where you're going. Yeah, my phone, which has been stuck in child protection mode for months, and there's no way to fix it because even if you factory reset the damn thing, it just fucking goes straight back to family protection mode about 10 minutes later, so there's no point. So I can't download anything onto it. I can't, you know, get a decent music player, so I had to delete all the MP3 files that I had over it. I had just everything, just gone. It's a fucking shit show. It's a mess. Found out that it comes pre-packaged with an FM radio thingy, and it uses your headphone cable as an antenna. So I thought I might as well go for that. So I went through that, and I ended up listening to Africa by Toto about midnight, and I realised, wow, this is Reddit as fuck, so I turned it off. Now, which one of these is going to give me the most money? Probably Bride. Plus, no one ever signs with Bride in this game, so I usually go for PIAA. Anyway, I figure I put my Jew brain into action here, and I figure the Bride sponsor will get me the most money, because the other ones might have bigger signing on fees, but Bride gives you more cash per race win. So I'll be able to earn money from doing that. And obviously, the first thing you do when you got a new sponsor is you go and put their sticker on your car. That's what I do anyway. You pay money to put your sponsor sticker. Oops. You do a sick wheelie on the way. And then you go down here and you pay money to put your new sponsor sticker all over your car. Which is what we're going to do right now. Because nothing screams illegal street racing like corporate sponsorship. And Bride. There we go. Gives me that. I'll put it on both the put it on the side of the car as well. We no longer associate with Toyo tires, because it turns out one guy that they talked to 7 years ago may or may not have said something mean about immigrants, so now their existence has to be completely scrubbed from all records. That's the way it works. That's the way of the world, baby! Which is a channel I'm not subscribed to, but comes up in my recommended sometimes, and I like to watch a more recent video when they come out. Alright then. Now I got me fat. It's 2004, so I can say fat. Got my fat new stickers. Time to show them off. Do a bit of racing. And by do a bit of racing, I mean struggle to find where the button is that starts the races. It's very nice of the AI to be so shit at Street X. Otherwise my little Peugeot here might not stand a chance. I mean, I already struggled my way through a regular race. So it's nice of them to start taking each other out. And that type of thing. And it feels way more natural than, say, the showcase events in Forza Horizon, which are scripted. And I think I knew they were scripted when I first played it when I was 12, but it becomes more and more obvious each time I do one. The most obvious, or the most obviously scripted one, I'd say, is the one where you race, well, because it's the most recent one I did, because I'm currently playing through Forza Horizon in my own time, which I have a lot of, as you can tell. Playing through one of the showcase events is you race a Ferrari F40 against a biplane, and through all of the checkpoints the gap is like 0.1 of a second. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes the biplane is ahead, and then when it finishes there's a really tight chicane to enter the town that it finishes in, which I forgot the name of. It might be Carlton. Or Carson. Carson sounds right. Yeah, it's probably Carson. I think... No, is it? The big city at the top of the map. Just that one. There's a chicane as you enter, and I managed to fuck up the entry to the first corner. So I smacked into a wall, and then drove really slowly. Obviously I wasn't trying to go slowly, but the car was going slow. As I headed for the finish line. There's supposed to be a... How do I get the map open? There you go. Oh, the photo shoot is all the way up there. We'll stick downtown to end this week. We'll do this race here probably. And the next week we'll head all the way up to the top of the map. And see what's going on over there. Because, what am I in? Stage 3 now of the game, I think? That's a nice shot. 3 laps of this fucking gigantic circuit. Jesus. Might as well take the shortcut. Well, it's stage 3, and the majority of the map is already open, right? But this game has a fair few stages, and they split the harbour at the south of the track, or the south of the map. They split that into 2 unlocks. You get the I think you get the east first, and then the west. You know, just to avoid giving you the whole map too quickly. I'll tell you what we might do next week. I wonder if I have any URL races unlocked. Because, you know, we just got a new sponsor, which means we've got a new a free car slot. And I have been, you know, driving this Peugeot for quite some time now. If you're I mean, it's a good looking Peugeot. But if I can unlock any new cars that are actually any good... Oops, just try not to crash into anything. If I can unlock anything that's actually any good, then I might go for it. We'll see what there is. Maybe I can finally switch over from driving Euro shit, like this Peugeot, and jump in something a little trendier, a little more Japanese. Actually, is the 2005 Mustang in this game any good? I'm pretty sure it isn't. I know it's no good in Most Wanted, but... Oh, and there's the rebadged Holden in this game as well. Well, it's not a totally repatched Holden, because Pontiac gave it a shitter engine as well, but there's a Pontiac GTO in this game somewhere. I haven't driven an American car yet in my street racing Let's Plays, even though there was... I could have done in Underground 1. There was a... Well, technically that's a Euro... the focus in that game is a Euro. But there's also a Dodge in that game, I'm pretty sure. Just floating some ideas out there. Wonder if I should go for an American car. Because I focus on the Japanese a lot, so... I mean, actually, there are loads more American cars in Most Wanted. And they're... You know, they're more of the good ones. You got the Ford GT and the Dodge Viper. So... hang on a minute. Oh no! Everyone panic. Mummy's on her way home. And we know what that means. That's right. That means I'm only going to be able to record this episode today. Christ's sake. Well, it might be being uploaded tomorrow. Well, this one at least, but I still have a week until another one needs to be done. So it's not so bad. I think I could get away with it. Hell, it's probably going to take more than 15 minutes to get in anyway, so I could try and squeeze another one in, I suppose. Ah, fuck it. Record it tomorrow, whatever. Who cares? Progress was made. In just, what, 15 minutes? 16 minutes? Progress was made. We got a new sponsor. Considered buying a new car. Or acquiring a new car for free. I'll see about doing that in next week's episode. Actually, while we're here and while I'm thinking about it, I do want to talk about Hellsing. Hellsing. Which I started watching, the 2001 series. I'll probably be about halfway through it when this episode comes out tomorrow, because I watched, the first 3 episodes. I watched 3 episodes at a time, basically, and I'm 3 episodes in. So I'll either be 6 or 9 episodes in it by the time this goes up tomorrow. Because I like watching around about an hour of anime every day. Maybe a little more if I have an OVA series, or if it's a series I really like or something. Hellsing, the first TV series, not so good. Although if I had to do a review of it, the really clever thing that I do would be I'd quote that part in episode 2. What fucking kind of camera is this? I'd quote the part in episode 2 where they're training the girl vampire policewoman how to shoot vampires, and she doesn't pull the trigger, and then the guy says, oh well, they say that people that fail in their first battle end up doing pretty good, they live longer or whatever. And I think that might be the case with Hellsing, because the original series, bit of a flop. The OVA series, Hellsing Ultimate, everyone loves. So that would be my really clever review of the whole deal. Anyway, next week, we'll get a new car or something, maybe. I don't know, I'll see.